What's up, everybody? Norberto Sports here, and today we're going to talk about the crazy week and the final week of the NFL. 18 weeks of unstopped football. Every Sunday you turn on your TV, see all those games. Now, all of that comes to an end, and let's be honest, we are all a little bit sad about it. Now, we just got to wait until next year. We just got to, well, not next year, well, next September when the game starts. But let's start with the Eagles. Eagles defeating the New York Giants 20-13. Wow, by a touchdown. Andrew Luck only putting 138 yards, but one touchdown and one interception. Ouch. And that touchdown was to Neighbors, who had 5 receptions, 64 yards, and that one touchdown. And as well as Robinson with 10 receptions, damn, and 43 yards. Now, this game didn't really matter for the Eagles. Even if they lost, win, tied the game, they still were gonna keep the second seed. The people that were playing to see who plays the Eagles was the Commanders and Green Bay Packers, who we know what happened in that game. Now, our bench, we had our quarterback, Tanner McKee, who put up 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. 1 touchdown to Smith, and the other one to Jenkins, who only had 1 reception. Jenkins with 1 reception, 7 yards, and 1 touchdown. That's crazy. Now, Gainwell carried the ball 11 times, only putting up 14 yards. Will carried the ball 10 times with 32 yards. Pretty nice. Now, the Eagles, like I said, winning, losing, tying the game didn't really matter. The Eagles was still going to keep the second seed. Now, the people that really needed to win, losers, or tie a game was the Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. The Commanders defeated the Cowboys 23-19. That was a game. At first, when I was watching the game, I thought that the Cowboys had the game. I thought the Cowboys were going to beat the Commanders, which meant that we had to host the Commanders here at home on next game. Now, the Commanders, there were 2 X scenarios. Either the Commanders win, get the 6th seed, or the Packers lost against the Bears and they get the 7th seed. And we all know the outcome. The Commanders beat the Cowboys, like I said, 23-19. And the Green Bay Packers lost against the Bears. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Commanders game. Now, the Commanders, they had 3 quarterbacks. They had Marcus, who went for 161 yards. Daniels, who went for 38 yards. And Brown, who I guess just stand there and pretend he was a quarterback or something. With 3 touchdowns. And a couple field goals. But it was funny. Now that I see Brown, he would just stand there and say, okay, I'm a quarterback. Then got changed. But the game that really mattered was the Cowboys, Commanders, and Green Bay Packers and Bears, because that was the match that was allowed us Eagles to know who we had to play. Now, Marcus was the star of the game this game. 18 throws, 18 throws, 15 completion, 161. Now, Trey Lance, Cowboys quarterback, attended 34, only completing 244 yards with 1 touchdown to Rico. Rico got his touchdown. And that was it. Then everything was field goal. Rico went for 11 carries and 72 yards. We have Tober with 4 reception, almost 100 yards, 2 yards short. And Torpin with 3, Mingo with 2. Turpin had 53 yards and Mingo 24. Now let's go to the game that I really thought was going to be a battle. Everybody was going to be on the top game. San Daniels, I don't know what happened. Only 166 yards. No touchdown. No touchdown. Everything, the 9 points they had was only done by a field goal. There was a single touchdown by the Vikings. The Vikings lost against the Detroit Lions without a single touchdown. Now, the Detroit Lions went to a party. They woke up that day and they were like, nah, we choosing violence. Goff put up 231 yards with 2 interceptions, and the Vikings still did not make a comeback with 2 interceptions. I thought they were going to catch. I thought they were going to get that ball down the field, take advantage of that interception, cash it out. But it turns out those 2 interceptions only managed to get a couple points with field goals. Now, Gibbs was someone who had the game of his life on Sunday Night Football. 23 carries, 139 yards, and 3 touchdowns, one of them by air. Now, Amun Ra with 6 receptions, 77 yards. Son Laporta, 7 receptions, 63 yards. Williams, 6 receptions, 34 yards. Gibbs with 5 receptions and 31 yards. Now that's what I'm talking about when the quarterback gets everybody involved, even the running back. He was like, here, catch this. Throw it at him with a passing touchdown. That was beautiful. Gibbs actually took the spotlight in that game with 3 touchdowns, 139 yards. I thought the Vikings and Detroit Lions game was going to be somewhat close, probably a field goal, probably 6 points, a touchdown. But it ended up being a couple touchdowns against just 3 field goal, 9 points. And now that the NFL season is over, let's look how everybody ended up with the seats. Now, first seats for the NFC, we have Lions, followed by the Eagles on second, Buccaneers on third, Rams on fourth, Vikings on fifth, Commanders on sixth, and Vikings on seven. Those Vikings, Vikings, Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers are the ones that Eagles play. Now, in the AFC, Chiefs obviously on first place with 15 wins, 2 losses. All of them by the Bills. Bills on second, Ravens on third, Texans on fourth, Chargers on fifth, Steelers on sixth, and Broncos on seventh. This is the people we're going to see. Now, everybody else, Bengals, Seahawks, Colts, Falcons, Dolphins, Cardinals got eliminated. I can't believe the Dolphins made it last year, but this year, they did not. Jets, Cowboys, Jaguars, and 49ers, all those teams are eliminated. They got to wait until next September. The September is coming up to be able to see what happens and see if they make it to the playoff spot this September. But as of now, the playoff picture looks exactly how I thought it was going to be, with the only exception that at one point I thought that we probably were going to host the Commanders. I thought we were going to play the Commanders, but I was wrong. This is what I like about football. You might think something's going to happen, and another thing ended up happening because Green Bay Packers lost to Chicago, to the Bears. That's a little bit that I never thought that was going to happen. Never thought the Bears was going to beat the Packers. I was expecting more the Cowboys to defeat the Commanders, but it went the other way around. And as of now, the NFL has also released, because let's be honest, it's just Saturday. Everything starts this Saturday. So, this Saturday, grab soda, grab a beer, whatever. Get some fries, whatever you eat, a hamburger, anything. And everything starts. Where is that at? Oh, right here. And everything starts Saturday January 11th at 4:30. Chargers against Texans, followed by Steelers against Ravens at 8 p.m. Now, we already saw the Steelers play the Ravens. The Ravens pretty much, I don't even understand how that game it was a pretty fun game actually to watch. Week 11, we have the Steelers versus the Ravens. The game actually ended. Where's that at? 21. Oh, right here. The game actually ended 17-34, December 21st. Ravens won. Steelers won on January 6, 2024. That was last year. And November 17, the Steelers win 18-16 against the Ravens. Now, who do I think might have a more chance? I think the Ravens are going to beat the Steelers. Texans are going to beat the Chargers. Although, I think that the Chargers might have a chance of taking down the Houston Texans. I don't know what's happening with CJ Stroud, but I don't think CJ Stroud is playing like he was playing last year. Because last year I did have a kind of feeling like the Texans were going to go somewhere. It ended up not happening, but now I do have this belief that the Texans might lose against the Chargers on January 11th. Then Sunday starts at 11 with the Bills against the Broncos, January 12th, followed by the Eagles against the Green Bay Packers at 4:30 p.m. And we end up that night with Commanders versus Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers are going to lose against Daniels. I do see Baker Mayfield as a good quarterback. I think he has potential, but I don't see them passing against the Commanders. The Commanders, yeah, we can say that they have been relying on luck this year, as we saw how they won against the Bears with that Hail Mary that should have not been cut by anybody. That ball should have been dropped. They lost, but they won. Now, I do see Baker Mayfield losing that game. I can't see them winning. I don't know why, but they still might have a chance, because remember, we're talking about football. Football is one of the sports that you cannot predict 100%. And everything ends on Monday Night Football with the Vikings versus the Rams. Now, after that, we get the divisional rounds that are supposed to start Saturday, June 18th and end Sunday, June 19th. And then June 26th, we get the NFL Championship, the NFL Conference Championship, that starts June 26th. And at 6:30, wow, they also had the time here. Where how they had the time for the Super Bowl, but not the time for the NFL Conference Championship and the divisional rounds. That's a little weird. But everything ends February 9th at 6:30 p.m. with the Super Bowl. Who have the most chances at getting to Super Bowl? What I believe is the Detroit Lions and Eagles are my top two pick to get to the Super Bowl on the NFC. Now, on the AFC, I have the Bills. I don't see the Bills losing. I don't see the Bills losing to the Broncos. I don't see the Bills losing to the Chiefs. I don't see them losing to anybody in the NFC. They got the Texans, the Chargers. At the day, gonna take them all out if they have to. And I don't see the Chiefs making it to Super Bowl this year. Everybody's hyping them up. Yeah, they defeat the Eagles, they defeat the 49ers. But let's be honest, the Chiefs are only winning game by a couple of points. And I gotta say, this is going to be the playoff, divisional rounds, conference. Ain't no I win by 3 points. All teams are gonna put up their A game. They're gonna go out there and they say, hey, we're gonna put up our A+ game in this situation. Ain't nothing about dropping interference and none of that. I think the Chiefs are not going to make it, but I still down there in my heart, there's still a chance that the Chiefs can make it. If they do end up making it, that's going to be a dynasty the Chiefs are going to start. But even if they somehow manage to defeat the whole AFC, take the Bills down, because I believe the Bills are going to be the toughest opponent they will have to face, to be honest. If they get past the Bills loses in the game, which I doubt they're going to lose against the Broncos. But if the Bills loses against the Broncos, the Chiefs just they just opened up the door for the Chiefs to get to another Super Bowl appearance. But I don't think the Chiefs are going to pass the Bills. The Bills came this year. They came to win. Josh Allen came to win. He's like, we're going to win. We're going to defeat. They had their snow game against the 49ers. I know that game was fun to watch. 49ers didn't put up much of a fight. The Bills defeated the 49ers, who were a powerhouse last year. This is what I like about the NFL. You have all these powerhouses from last year, and now look at them. 49ers did not make the playoff. Dolphins, who were a good team last year, also missed the playoff. A bunch of teams that were good last year are trash, and a bunch of teams that trashed last year are good now. Which let you think about how this sport can change from one season to another one. Now, the Eagles, now in the NFC, the two teams I see more likely to make it to the Super Bowl are the Lions or the Eagles. Of course, like I said, the NFL is a sport. You cannot predict the sport 100%, but the Lions have a 95% chance, and the Eagles, I'm only putting the Eagles at 96 because of the defense that my Eagles have, not because I'm a fan. Yeah, probably because I'm a fan too, but the defense of the Eagles also has shown that they are a defense that our offense has to worry about. CJ, man, Slade Jr., Cooper DeJean, those are two people that if I was a quarterback, I would be worried about them. I would be worried about them because those two guys has shown that you do not want to mess with the Eagles. But this is everything I have. Everything, like I said, stars. Everything in the everything in the wild cards starts Saturday at 4:30 with Chargers against Texans and ends at Monday night 8 p.m. with Vikings against Rams. Right there, I got the Vikings against the Rams, and I have the Chargers against Texans. But like I said, CJ Stroud's still young. He can somehow pull up a win. Steelers against Ravens, I'll take this. I'll take the Ravens. I'll take the Bills against the Broncos, and Eagles against Green Bay Packers. But remember, the Green Bay Packer game can go either way. Either way, either the Eagles win or the Packers lose. I believe the Eagles should have this in the bag. And the Cowboys, give me the... Sorry, I said Cowboys. The Commanders and Buccaneers, give me the Commanders. I'll take the Commander anytime against the Bucs. All right, guys. I'll see you later.